Your game has improved a lot since last season. So do you feel that? Did the NBA process help that?
Yeah, I think, it just slowed the game down so much.
Yeah.
The reads are a lot easier. You go through that process, you're playing against all guys that are my size or bigger, guys with 7'7" wingspan. So you have to, make reads a lot faster. And then, you come back to this college level and, the game seems easier. It's slowed down. The reads are easier. You kind of know, you know what it takes to be successful. And I think you just learn so much basketball knowledge in general that, the game in your mind, which is really where the game is played, is so much slower and moves easier.
Is there a different vibe to this team? I mean, Tony and Patrick are gone. First time in like 7 years, and McCaffrey hasn't been on the roster even. I don't know. Is there like a different vibe with this team, trying to create a new identity? I don't know.
I think, we're making some adjustments for the season, and, the energy has been spectacular. Everyone's early and everyone's, showing up ready to work. So it's been a ton of fun, and I think, we have a lot of young guys, so, they're excited to kind of get their shot, which brings a whole new layer of energy. And, just being the older guy and the guy who's, seen it all through here, I'm really excited about, what this team brings. It does feel different.
Mm-hmm. I've heard the word defense a lot. I mean, I know Iowa fans might scoff at that thing. Oh, yeah, right, they're not going to play defense. But is that accurate? Part of the rebranding?
We're making some, big-time adjustments. And, I think to be successful, everyone on the floor has to be super locked into what we're doing, or it's not going to work. So, I think that'll be a crucial piece. But we have a ton of smart guys, a ton of guys that play super hard. So I think, this is the year where we can make a big jump in that department.
How does I want to make sure I'm say dude. How does he kind of fit in the equation? He seems like a really unique kind of rebounding and defense piece for you guys.
Yeah, he brings that New York toughness, and it's fun to watch. He plays like he's been playing in college for 5 years. He knows how to get to his spots, knows how to be physical and play his game, and use his body well. So it's been really fun to watch. He really impressed me in the first few weeks. So I'm excited to see how it all kind of comes together in the next few weeks, but it should be a ton of fun.
Say with you just as being probably the main leader of this year's team, not that you weren't last year with Tony and Patrick, I guess, how do you kind of continue to ascend up that leadership chart without forcing it, but also kind of earning it at the same time while asserting yourself, and balancing it?
Yeah, I think there is a fine layer. You want to teach some of these young guys, how to play and, what we do and what it takes to be successful. But you also want to kind of let them learn on their own, how to fail on the day and come back the next day and be better, and, how to, take coaching and not take it personally, know that they're trying to help you out. So, I'm really excited for those guys. I think for me, there's a certain level of respect that I have earned throughout my career so far, just proving that I can play at this level and going through the NBA process. I think everyone respects me in that regard, kind of looks to me for advice and stuff. But we have other leaders on the team that are emerging, which is important as well, and I'm really excited about what we have.
So yeah, do you think going through just this much college basketball too, like you understand how long of a season it is, but also understanding like this is going to be your last season. So I guess, again, how do you kind of balance between demanding that accountability, but also keeping it in perspective, as you mentioned, like you're allowed to make mistakes, you're allowed to be patient, and you can still kind of get to where you want to get to.
Yeah, exactly. The best experience or the best learning lesson is experience for a lot of these guys. So, kind of letting them fail on their own and then talking to them about, what you can do better, how you can better prepare yourself, how you can, let one day go and move on to the next, which is something that I had to learn when I was younger. And I think it's really one of the most important things you have to learn at this level is that, there's so many good players that some of the days are going to be really tough, but if you can just, stay calm and bounce back. I think, a lot of those guys are learning that right now. And, we're still in the summer, which, you take every practice as hard as you can, but you're still learning, you're here for a month. So just enjoy the process, enjoy getting better, and